Welcome to the Art of Spirit, a collective reading. Today we are utilizing the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. You guys can get used to it because this is the only tarot deck that I use. I have a few other decks that aren't tarot decks, but they don't really resonate with me that much, at least yet. So I don't tend to use them often. But who knows, maybe in the future I will incorporate some other options. So let's get started. I pulled quite a few cards today, and there's certainly a theme going with our past readings. It's interesting to see how the thread continues reading to reading, especially unexpectedly for myself, because I didn't imagine that these readings would be going in this direction, that they would be so heavily leaning towards divine union. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first group of cards that I pulled, I want to speak about them together instead of individually. So we pulled the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Swords, nearly like all at once. So the message that I'm receiving is directed at the Divine Feminine, and it is in regards to a betrayal. I gather one that is more recent than not. And by recent, I don't mean just days old, but recent in regards to this past chapter that you've just experienced. We spoke about a betrayal in the last reading, likely regarding the divine masculine. However, the message here is very clear that it is impacting the divine feminine, a specific betrayal. We spoke about shifting your perspective on it and having a different outlook so that you could move on and move forward in a higher vibration. And that message is coming in hot, even clearer in this reading. The Eight of Swords is, that's some bound up energy. That is some very trapped, frustrated energy that is keeping you stagnant and stuck. And this betrayal is, it's either, if it's not actively in your mind, in your conscious mind, then it is just below the surface in your subconscious, keeping you trapped, keeping your energy stagnant, keeping you from moving forward and attracting the things that you want in your life. And all it takes is a slight reframing, a slight shift in perspective for you to move this energy towards your divine masculine. And even if your goal isn't to be in union with your divine masculine, even if your goal is just to have some kind of peace, have some rest, then it still requires you to reframe it, to shift your perspective. It's not about forgiveness and being a bigger person or a better person. It's literally a very selfish act. It's self-preservation. It's all about you doing this. It's so that you can move on and have just a better outcome in general. So that is Spirit's direction for you today, is to really do your best to reframe and refocus this perceived betrayal so that you can move forward into your next chapter, into some new energy where you aren't so bound up in this Eight of Swords energy. I don't want to speak too much on that. If it resonates, I hope that you are able to utilize some spiritual practices, some therapeutic practices, to move on and get past whatever it is you seem to be so stuck on. So the next card that was pulled, moving on from that, would be the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, for me, the way that I interpret the Four of Cups is this really impatient energy. There's this rest there that is that's being called to you. However, it's almost like even in your rest, you're impatient. It's like you're going ahead and you're taking that time, that break, but in that break, you're not letting your energy truly rest. Like maybe you're physically resting, or you're physically stopping your activities or what's externally overwhelming, but internally there's this unease that's not allowing this peace to settle inside of you. I don't perceive this has to do with the what we previously spoke about in regards to the betrayal. This is more of an impatience I'm feeling, and this impatience is also wreaking havoc. It's not because of the betrayal, but it's working in conjunction with that stuck energy, this impatience. It's just an all-around frustrating energy. It seems like you feel that you have been waiting and waiting and waiting for something to come, for something to change, for something to give, and that doesn't necessarily have to be in a romantic sense, but it could even be within your career. It could be within your family. It could be something that you've been trying to do for yourself and you haven't been able to, and this all-around frustration. The message that I'm getting is that it's actually much bigger than that. I'm sorry. It's about what you feel is part of your larger picture, your destiny. The next card that we pulled is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. I don't believe we've pulled them yet in in our past collective readings, but the Wheel of Fortune, it's give me one moment because I'm actually going to read from the guidebook for you today. So the Wheel of Fortune shows that opportunity is abundant. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. One makes you appreciate the other, and each can offer new options to the situations faced. It's associated with luck, change, karma, and destiny. So this impatience that the collective may be feeling, the image that I'm getting in my head is just like somebody sitting and trying to be still, but they're like, their leg is just bouncing up and down and it just won't be still. It's just this irritating active energy. And it's because you're on the precipice of something huge, something that you've been trying to prepare energetically in spirit and your subconscious and your higher self for quite some time, but you just haven't been able to match the vibration to bring it full circle, to bring it into completion, and for it to manifest in your life. So I don't really spirit, I'm drawing a blank and I'm waiting to see. I know that there's a next card, but I don't feel that the next card necessarily flows from this segment. So I'm waiting to see if spirit is providing another message to kind of wrap that section up. What's meant for you is coming. There's no need to be upset that it's still not here and manifested. There's no need to be impatient. All you have to do is enjoy the process, to relax into the mundane, to remember to appreciate how far you've come and how much you've already manifested, and to remember that life is always growing. You're always manifesting more and more. There's always more life, more love, more everything, more joy. There's always more to experience. And even when negative things come up and you experience a bump in the road, that negative experience, that bump in the road, is not to deter you from the larger experience of joy, of love, of life, of light. It's not to take away from anything positive going on. It is literally just a bump in the road. It provides some contrast for you to greater appreciate everything else that's going well. So you don't have to be afraid, frustrated, angry, depressed about something not having come to pass yet. You can relax because it's coming, and it will come the moment that you truly relax. So that is the message from Spirit for that segment. So the next card, lo and behold, and the next segment is, of course, it's regarding divine union. It's really funny, and I'll probably continue to say this throughout the readings. I didn't want this to be only about divine union, divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame soulmates coming into union, and that collective. I figured it would be a portion of it, but it really, in the past couple of readings, and I only have a handful of readings done so far, it's really been a prominent theme. And so it's possible that this channel may become really focused on a collective that is seeking information, guidance, and readings on that particular spiritual topic. But who knows? Maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll shift and it'll turn into something else. So the next card that has been pulled is the Lovers card. It is a major arcana. Not sure if it was pulled in the reading 2 readings ago or not, but the Lovers is the strongest card in regards to, in my opinion, in regards to relationships, intimate relationships. This isn't about familial relationships, friendships. This isn't about platonic relationships. This is about your counterpart, your divine counterpart. So if you're divine masculine, this is about you coming into union with your divine feminine. If you're divine feminine, this is about you coming into union with your divine masculine. And in the past few readings, and this one as well, it is imminent. It is a major part of your next chapter. It is not your whole next chapter, and it is not your identity. Let's be clear, especially divine feminines. Divine feminines tend to really, especially once they've identified who their divine masculine is, they wrap their whole personality up into that partner. They may, their whole world, their whole personality, everything revolves around that partner. They kind of lose themselves in it when they themselves aren't in their true divine feminine power. Maybe they are in their wounded divine feminine power. So when I say things like your next chapter has a lot to do with divine union and the divine feminine coming into full and complete union with the divine masculine, please don't think that this is all your life has to offer. This is a major part of the next chapter of your life, but it is not even, it's not the whole of it, and it's not the most of it. It is a foundational aspect of the next chapter. It is coming into union with somebody that you are going to be building with for the rest of this lifetime together with. And it's something that you want to savor. You want to savor this process because it's not just once you come into divine union, you're one and done, and that's it, we're good to go, and we'll just hit these few milestones that we're expected to hit when you come into union and live a pretty settled and boring life. And there's nothing wrong with living a quiet life, but even in your quiet life, you have hopes, dreams, and aspirations that are outside of a union, and that can be done with your partner, or not with them, but just with your partner established as your foundation. But it's not all of you. It's just a major part of you. So I hope that message isn't too conflicting, and I hope that wasn't too wordy, and I hope that you understood it. But divine union is absolutely imminent. Once you get past whatever betrayal and frustration and bound up energy you have regarding whatever situation, scenario that has happened for you in this past chapter, that's holding you back. Once you get past that and you really learn to get some real true rest in your spirit and let go a little of that impatience, you're really going to come into your full destiny and come into union with this partner, which is super exciting. It's really imminent. It's basically like I keep seeing like the snap of fingers rather. It's gonna happen like immediately the moment that you shift this energy, and that could look different for everybody. That doesn't mean that you bump into if you don't know who your divine counterpart is, that doesn't mean that you're going to bump into them tomorrow and immediately connect and immediately identify each other and just get the ball rolling on a relationship. It's if you don't know them, it's going to be more subtly energies moving. But it's like the first domino to fall down in like a series of, when they so bad at describing metaphors or what I see in my head. So please bear with me. I'm really going to try and do these readings more frequently, because I imagine that the more that I do it, the sharper I'll be, the more clear I'll be, and the more you'll be able to receive the message from Spirit. So basically, yeah, it's like the start of the dominoes falling. So if you do already know who your counterpart is, and you're not in divine union yet, I'm getting for a few of you, if not many of you, could even be the bulk of you, honestly. You've identified who your divine counterpart is, and you are in the phase of this twin flame journey where you are in separation, meaning you've come together before, whether it was in an actual official relationship or not. You have had some type of connection. You've identified a connection with this person, and this person may not know and or understand twin flames, soulmates, or the spiritual thing, but they know that they have a connection with you already, and they know that connection is special and one of a kind, and that they have never experienced it with anybody else, and they don't expect to experience it again with anybody else. So even though you're not currently in union, I believe most of you are in this phase of separation, and coming into a reunion. And though I did not pull, actually, I did pull a reunion card. I pulled the Two of Cups and I pulled the Six of Cups before this set of cards, and I put them away in the deck, honestly, because I restarted the reading, because since it was the first card, I was like, I cannot believe that this is all going to be about divine union. I can't believe this. I was like, please, Spirit, what other message do you have? So I shuffled the deck again, and I pulled these cards, and lo and behold, it is about the divine union. So I didn't get the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups again, but I got the Lovers and some other cards that indicate, yes, reunion is imminent for the Lovers, for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So aside from the Lovers card, I've also, which is a major arcana, I've also pulled the Star card. The Star card is, I would like to read from the guidebook as well. The star is the light you seek when you enter a new phase of life. She reminds you that you are connected to the universe, and all the wisdom you seek is available. The star shows you that now is the time to embrace new ideas and growth. She is associated with renewal, hope, serenity, and clarity. So that is another ongoing theme that we have here, renewal. It's a new chapter. It was spoken about in the last couple of readings as well. It's just more confirmation, and I'm excited to see where it goes. The next couple of cards, I'm just going to tell you them outright and then give you the message that Spirit gave me from it. So I have the Knight of Cups, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Now, the Knight of Cups has already come up before, so, and if you haven't listened to those past readings, then briefly, I'll let you know. The Knight of Cups is an offering coming from the divine masculine. He is he's coming in hot, and he's bringing you that offer of love. Now it's up to you whether you want to accept it or not, or whether you're in a place to accept it, but it's being presented regardless. Spirit, the Empress is here as well. Spirit is asking the divine feminine to step into her higher self, to align with her higher self rather, and to step into her divine femininity and relax and calm down and chill out, so that this Knight of Cups and Ace of Cups energy, this Ace of Cups is to the start of something new, of a new love, of a new life. It could be the beginning of a new relationship, even if it's a reunion with somebody old or from the past. Everything is new in every moment. So you need to relax into your feminine energy and stop worrying so much about everything, and stop trying to take action. It is the divine masculine's That's his position. And it's not that you're some helpless damsel, but he has this authoritative guidance, this ability to compartmentalize and to provide structure so that you and your feminine energy can be soft and free and creative and nurturing and loving, and supportive. You shouldn't be doing all of it. You shouldn't be doing all of it. And in this modern world, where you can, and you're welcome to if you want to, in order to find balance in this kind of union, and in order to find balance within yourself, you really have to, if you identify as the divine feminine, you have to heal your divine feminine, you have to be in your feminine energy and step out of your masculine energy. And then this outpouring of love, is likely going to lead to what this Four of Wands cards is ending this reading here on. This Four of Wands cards is indicating to me that this union is not just, and it's not going to happen right away. So please, please, please. I mean, if it is and it does, please let me know in the comments below. But it's, for most of you, not happening. Well, the reunion is happening imminently. However, this Four of Wands energy, this celebration, this union, it could be a proposal, a wedding, like a ceremony, or a marriage, or a marriage. It could be all of those things, actually, in that order. It's to tell you that this is something that you and your partner will be in it for the long haul in this lifetime. It is something that is supposed to be lasting. It is not just another one of these relationships where you guys go back and forth and you play games with each other in your unhealed energies. This is something that is just, there's going to be an outpouring of love. The community is going to get to celebrate you. And by the community, I mean your community, the people in your lives. So your families, your friends, your loved ones are going to get to witness this outpouring of love and celebrate you both coming into you. And it's going to be another start, that union. So you'll have the reunion, right? Coming back together after a period of separation, that will lead to a more official union, like an engagement, a ceremony, and a marriage to follow. And that in and of itself, that marriage, that ceremony is a new start as well with your partner. This is something where, ideally you come into union and you build a life with this person. You go on adventures with this person. This person is your complete and whole match. You two come together and you make one because you share the same exact frequency. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to like and subscribe, or share a comment. I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you do come across other readings on YouTube by anybody else, I'm sure you've heard them say it, and it's not just to get more likes and more views and more engagement. It's really a thing. If you engage with me back, if you talk in the comments, even if you don't want to talk or you don't have much to say, a simple like will it's like an energetic transference, and it will help me pick up on your specific energy, and that way future readings will be more directed towards you specifically. You will be part of, and people who are like you will also be drawn to those readings, and will get more of a collective energy based off of that. Before I sat down today to do this reading, I was feeling a little discouraged because I feel like I'm struggling to do these readings. I feel like it's hard to, because I've never done these collective readings. I'm very used to doing one-on-one readings or reading my own self, with where the energy is physically present. I've done collective readings, actually, that's a lie. I've done collective readings, group readings in person, where I could feel everybody's energy as well. So to do it on a video, and have trust and faith that the audience will find it, without, first feeling it was it's a process. It's definitely a process. It's something new for me. Like I said earlier, I'm sure the more that I do it, the better I will be at it. But I have so much respect for all the people and all that I have been inspired to do these readings by, that I've been listening to for years. So much respect for them doing this consistently, really honing in on it, really having their target audience, and just watching their communities grow. Watching the engagement grow has been really cool. And I know I have these gifts, and to see, to jump in and really hit the ground running, it's a little bumpy at first. So like I said, bear with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And if you are interested, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you have any thoughts on anything. All right. This is the Art of Spirit. This has been a collective reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day.